Hey y'all, I wish you could see this little bird that's right here in front of me. I like sitting outside and just watching nature because God speaks to me in so many different ways, and I get to watch all his handiwork, and it's amazing. Like, I'm back with the turtles. I was watching them swim around, and I was able to walk on the beach today, and those jellyfish are still out there. That makes me really sad. But I know that a lot of this stuff is prophecy being fulfilled, and it has to happen. And I'm grateful that the Lord prepared us and is preparing us for everything that is coming, because I can see the decline happening, and it's very concerning to me, and it's helping me to understand why so much warning, so much uh, reassurance is needed from the Lord, and why it's so important for us to trust him, because everything around us is falling apart, literally. And the Bible has very strong imagery and language when it's speaking about the end times coming, when it talks about mountains melting away and valleys being filled in, and just so many different things, like the earth being removed, the stars falling from the sky. It sounds fantastical sometimes, and it sounds too grand to be true, but I can see it happening. I see it happening before our eyes, and people are just not paying attention. And I'm just so grateful for this time that I get to sit down and reflect. I'm grateful that the Lord made me slow my life down so that I can have this time available to spend with him, because I'm seeing more and more why it is so important for us to really connect to our source, to our Father, and to really be in tune with the move of the Holy Spirit, because if not, then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, and that's not a threat. That is a warning from love. That's how much the Lord loves us. He warns us before destruction comes. He gives us everything we need to avoid it. It's hard sometimes because I be trying to connect with him, and we so used to dealing with people one-on-one, that when you are in a relationship with a invisible being, he's not imaginary, he's real, but you can't see him in front of you like you could see a regular person. Sometimes it's hard to associate it in 3D terms, but he's so real, he can't be denied. I know that he's here. I know that God is with me. And it makes me sad of the things that I know that he is witnessing. Even when I mess up, it grieves my spirit, because, I mean, who wants to mess up when you know God is right there with you, right? But at the same time, I am human, and he's teaching me to give myself grace, but I really want to be careful not to let that fall into callousness. I want to stay sensitive and be convicted when I'm doing the wrong thing, because I can see where it heads. I can see how destruction happens so easily, and it comes suddenly, and I don't want to be in that position. And it's not out of fear. The Lord wants us to fear him in a way that we reverence him, but not in a way that we are afraid. We need to understand his sovereignty and the majesty and his power, and humble ourselves knowing that he could destroy everything at any moment. Excuse me. I'm outside with the pollen. But our fear for him should keep us in a position where we don't want to disappoint him. And it's a genuine act of love to obey, because also understand the love that is being displayed in the compassion of the instructions that are given. And look, like, I wish y'all could see all these turtles coming up. I can't zoom in on the camera, but it's a lot of them. Can you see all those things right there? Those are all turtles swimming. It's amazing to me how the Lord works. And I'm just so grateful. I wanted to get on here and speak. I'm trying not to speak out of turn, but I'm also learning to let go of a lot of the anxiety I used to have about doing the wrong thing, because the Lord is showing me that even when I feel like I don't feel him, he's still there, and I'm still in tune even when I feel like I'm not, because when I know I'm going the wrong way, even if I feel like it's the right thing, there's always this nudge, this small little nudge in my spirit that tells me something ain't right. And it's frustrating because I be wanting to just ask, like, Lord, just tell me what the right thing is. But certain things, it's like, it don't really matter, because that's how I know it's him. I walk right into it, and it's things that he has told me and warned me about and shown me beforehand. And when it happens, it don't look exactly the way I saw it, but it's close enough for me to recognize, oh, this is what God was talking about. So even though when he is giving me the information, I don't know what to do with it, when I need it, it always comes back, and it helps me to navigate the situations that I'm going through. So I want to encourage y'all to get in a relationship with the Lord. It's tough sometimes, but it can be fun, and he surprises me in so many ways with the way that he cares for me. And a lot of times it's little things that he'll instruct me to do, and I'll do it not really thinking or even understanding at the time that is God instructing me, but then something will happen later and he'll bring it back to my remembrance. Like, remember when you did this? Remember when I told you? And you thought you was making a wrong left turn, but it was all for my good. And the Lord works everything. He's very intentional and strategic. See, I'll trust God. Jesus saves. He saves us from ourselves. He saves us from the destruction that is trying to distract us. And Holy Spirit convicts us when we're going the wrong way so that we can turn around. And God is so gracious that he forgives us and gives us another chance. But at some point, that's going to run out. And that's the part that I really don't want to experience. So stay in relationship with the Lord. If you love him, keep his commandments, because it's always for your good. God does not tell you anything to harm you. And even if it seems like it is a wrong left turn, if you know that is the Lord speaking to you, just trust it and do what he says, because it always works out in the end. All right, y'all have a wonderful Sabbath. I love you. The Most High loves you so much more.